We are in our Lessons 2 book on page 307, and you'll see some more stars. These stars are going to help us find partners of 10. We've been doing lots and lots of partners of 10, but this time we'll have to write the whole equation. So that's what the directions say at the top. Write the equation. So let's look at the example that is up at the top here. We're going to start every equation with the total. That means how many stars we have in all. And that's because it's going to be the same for every single equation. In every single equation, there are 10 stars. And you can kind of see that they're in the shape of a 10 frame. And you don't have to draw a 10 frame box around all of them. But I just want you to see that there are 10 stars in each little section where we're going to make equations. So that's why each equation is going to start with the number 10. That's the total. And then we're going to break it into its two partners. So 10 equals how many purple stars? 1. Plus all the yellow stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's how we're going to get our equations, by looking at the purple stars, the yellow stars, and remembering that we're starting with a group of 10. So now let's move over to, we're going to go down. Sorry, I want to go in order so you can notice some patterns. So we're going to start with 10 because our total number of stars, that means all of them here, is 10. And 10 equals some partners or some groups. But what are those groups? Do we just make up the numbers? No, we count purple first. So how many purple stars do you see? 2. Plus how many yellow stars? And I noticed something. I noticed a 5 group down here because in a 10 frame, you have a 5 group on the top and the bottom. So to make it a little easier for us to count, let's start with this 5 group and go up. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a little speedier way to count our stars, especially when we notice that 5 group there. So we just found the partners 2 and 8. And our equation altogether says 10 equals 2 plus 8. So it's like 10 stars altogether, and there are 2 purple. That means there are 8 yellow. Have you seen the numbers 2 and 8 together on these pages where we're finding partners of 10? You might start to recognize that when there's a 2, the partner that comes with to equal 10 is an 8. Because we've been doing this a ton. It's just like when you see 5 and 5, you are probably already noticing that's 10. You might also recognize 1 and 9 go together. They're always together when you're making a partner of 10. The reason why in kindergarten we learn partners of 10 is because it makes first grade math and all the other math you're going to learn easier, because you use partners of 10 probably more than any other numbers partners. So if you can kind of have them memorized and recognize them that fast, you will be one speedy math genius. Let's go to the next chunk, our next 10 frame, even though there's no boxes. And we're going to start with the total. We have 10 stars all together, but they're broken into 2 groups, purple stars and yellow stars. So how many purple stars do I have? 3. Plus how many yellow stars? 5, 6, 7. 10 equals 3 plus 7. Let's go to the next. Can I call them 10 frame or 10 frames. Even though there's no boxes around them, they're set up in that shape. I think it would be easy for us to think of them that way. 10 stars equal how many purple ones? 4. Plus how many yellow ones? 5, 6. Now this one Still 10 stars. The 10 frame shape has just gone up and down now instead of across. So it's still 10 stars, still in a 10 frame shape, but now it's just going this way instead of this way. 10 equals how many purple? 5, because half of a 10 frame is 5, plus, what's that other partner that always goes with 5 when we're doing partners of 10? Another 5. 5 and 5. I want to point something out to you here, in case you haven't noticed. The first number in all of our equations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going in number order. And the second number, going in number order and getting bigger, right? Starting at 1, going all the way up to 5 so far. And the second partner, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 is going down in number order. If you would like, if this is making sense to you and you want to try the rest of this page on your own, pause the video and do this side and then come back and check your answers. But if you're still a little confused, hang out with me some more here and we'll do them together. So 10 stars equals how many purple stars? Now we have a 5 group of purple. 5, 6. Plus how many yellow stars? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make our next equation. 10 stars equal what groups? 5, 6, 7. Plus 1, 2, 3. Hey, I noticed something. Look, 6 and 4, 4 and 6. We have some switched partners here. 7 and 3, and 3 and 7. I wonder if our switched partners for this one are coming next. We'll have to see. 10 stars equals 5, 6, 7, 8 purple, and how many yellow? 2. 8 and 2. Did we see 2 and 8 somewhere? Yes, we did. Once you learn these partners, you already know these partners. That's why partners of 10 or partners of any number are pretty fun. 10, we have a group of 10 stars equals 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus how many yellow? 1. Switched partners. Just like the example problem up at the top. We have 1 left to do on the front. 10 stars equals a group of, we'll do purple first. Sorry, 5 plus 5. And there's that math fact we really know, our doubles. 10 equals 5 plus 5. So pause the video if you need to finish that up, and you can check yourself here with mine. And then we're going to flip the page and do the back. On the back, we are going to be working with teen numbers. We've been doing a lot of work also with teen numbers. And remember, with teen numbers, you can do that trick where you have 10 plus another number, and you can cover up that 0 to get the teen number, 13. And that's what we're going to be practicing here on the back. There's lots of things to do, but they're easy things. So the first thing is drawing circles to show each number. That means just like this number 11 here, you would draw circles until you have 11 of them. So let's just try that for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stop. So I'm going to pause the video myself, and I'm going to finish doing the circles for the numbers up to 20 here. And you can do the same, and then we'll come back and do the next part of it. All right, so I have all of my circles drawn. The reason we use circles for this instead of just shading in boxes, it's a really good practice for your hand because you have to make small circles and get them to fit in the boxes. So moms and dads, make sure they're using those circles because it's great practice to get that hand strong and those fine motor skills. The next thing we have to do is finish the equation underneath these sticks of 10 and some extras. And so the directions at the top say, write the 10 and the ones under the circles. So that just means that that's these equations. So in each one, did you find that you filled up a whole 10 stick? I'm just going to go and check. Yeah. Each teen number has a full 10 stick in the first 10 stick. So we're going to, like these equations, 10 plus some extras, 10 plus some extras, 10 plus some extras, 10, like this 10 stick, plus some extras. Let's put a 10 in for the first number in each of our equations. And that's just like when we use our cards and I hold up 10 and put another number over there. That's what we're writing down, that number, that 10. And the plus sign's already there for each one. But now we have to do the extras. And how do we figure out how many extras? Well, let's look at, if this is a 10 stick, so we wrote the number 10, then we have to write the number that matches these extras. How many are in this stick right here? Is it a full 10 stick? No. How many are there? 2. And that's our equation, 10 plus 2. And then if we check that with our cards, you don't have to check it with your cards, but I just want to show you 10 plus 2 is the number 12. Oop, 12. And that way you can kind of understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. So let's check to see how many extras we're going to write down. And I'll do this you can do this with me now. So how many extras do we see in the number 13? 1, 2, 3. How many for the number 14? 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you notice, you'll recognize these equations we're making down here because you've done a lot with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extras. I'm noticing a pattern. Number order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Will the next one be 7 extras? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it will. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because 10 plus another full 10 is how we get 20. All right, the last thing we have to do is complete the equations on the bottom. So at the bottom here, usually when we're doing our teen number equations, we say 10 plus 2 equals 12. But this time we're going to, did I just do that off camera again? 10 plus 2 equals 12. But this time we're going to start with the teen number and we're going to take it apart into its 10 group and extras. So the first teen number is 14. So let me find my 4. So this, for down here, you might want to take your cards out so you can actually take the numbers apart, and that might help you see the extras a little better. 14 equals 10 plus 4. Now let's try the number 15. Start with the teen number. 15 equals 10 plus 5. I am reaching my time limit here to make the video. I only have 15 minutes for each one. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to finish writing all of the answers, and then you can check with me when you are done. So you should have written in the numbers 2, 3, 7, 9, 6, and 8. Pause the video on this screen right here if you need to look at it a little bit longer.